In this video, I'm going to introduce you to Retell AI. Easy, precise, and perfect for building voice AI agents for businesses. Whether you are completely new to Retell AI or just want to get the most out of its powerful features, this video is your one-stop guide. I will walk you through the basics, dive into some hidden tricks, and show you how to use Retell AI to level up the way you build your voice AI agents. So grab a coffee, hit that like button, and let's get started. But before we start, if you don't know me, I'm Sudeshna. I'm a mechanical engineer. I live in Denmark and I run an AI automation agency where we help businesses to implement AI into their workflow. We also provide consultation to businesses to understand what AI agent is and how and exactly where, the key areas where AI can help them to skyrocket their revenue. So before further ado, let's jump into the video. So this is Retell AI's website, and if you don't have an account with Retell AI, I will leave a link in the description below so that you can sign into it. So when you sign in, you land up on this page of agents. Retell AI has a very clear, easy to navigate and intuitive dashboard. As you can see, all the buttons here very clearly arranged, like knowledge base, phone numbers, call history, billing, etc. Also, Retell AI has a very good pricing plan. Very clear. If you are an enterprise, you can go for enterprise plan. But if you are not, if you can just start with the free plan, like pay as you get 60 minutes of free access. And it doesn't mean that you can just be there for 60 minutes logged in. No, it's not. It's just you get 60 minutes free call time. So now we will come to the main thing, how to create an voice AI agent with Retell AI. We will go ahead and click on create an agent. And here you can see in Retell AI, you can create an agent in three ways. One is single prompt agent, which is for short calls and straightforward tasks. For example, your agent provide information about your business and also book appointments on your calendar. So this is kind of a short call or kind of straightforward. So you can then go for this single prompt agent. Next, multi-prompt agent for lengthy calls and complex tasks. For example, your agent provide information about your business from the knowledge base, then book appointment on your calendar, and after that send text and email for confirmation. So there are multiple tasks, and for this you can go for multi-prompt agent. Basically, without writing a long prompt for all these multiple tasks at the same place, Retell AI has made its interface so that you can arrange these multiple tasks in separate layers or separate tasks to avoid latency, and also so that your agent doesn't hallucinate. Okay, so for this video, I will go for single prompt agent. Here you can see there are three templates. If you are creating an agent to ask questions to gather information, and also you need to route the call to another department or to another human agent, you can go for this template, healthcare check-in. If you're creating an outbound calling agent to give notification, for example, meeting reminder, then you can go for this template of notification. But for this tutorial, I will just go ahead and click on this blank template. Okay, so now we are here. First, we will give our AI agent a proper name. For this tutorial, I'm going to create a beauty salon AI receptionist. So I will give it a name of beauty salon AI agent. All right. Now we have to write down the system prompt here. The prompt is your instruction to your AI agent on how to behave and how to act step by step. The more perfectly or accurately you provide the instruction, the more perfectly this AI agent will work. Now, how to provide a perfect prompt or write down a perfect prompt or instruction? According to me, your prompt should have four main parts. Number one, role. This is to define the identity of the AI agent, like who this AI agent is and the context of its tasks. For example, you are Alex, a friendly customer support AI agent for this online bookstore. Okay. Number two, objective. Objective explains the main goal of this AI agent in its role, to keep it focused on its ultimate goal without doing or talking other things. For example, your main task is to help customers to find and purchase books they want efficiently. Number three, rules or guidelines. These are behavioral guidelines or boundaries the AI agent must follow to maintain professionalism and appropriateness. For example, maintain polite but professional tone all the time. Number four, script or step-by-step guide. This is kind of structured interaction workflow or conversational template to provide the AI agent a roadmap to manage the interaction efficiently. For example, number one step, greetings. Hello, this is Mia from this bookstore. How can I help you today? So these were some simple guidelines on how to write down a perfect prompt. I have already wrote down my prompt, so I will just go ahead, copy this and paste it here. You don't have to write it down. I will leave a link for this Google Doc below and you can just get it for free. Okay, so now welcome message. You can see that Retell has three options for setting the welcome message. First one is user initiates, that is AI remains silent until user speaks first. Second one is AI initiates. AI begins with a dynamic begin message, that is AI will decide what to say at the starting of the conversation. And next one also AI initiates, but here AI begins with your defined begin message, that is we will define the message. So we will go for this one. And then I will go back to my Google Doc, copy this first message, come back and paste it here. Okay. So now it is saved. Your agent has been updated successfully. All right. Okay, so now we will play with the settings. First of all, we will set the provider of LLM. You can see that Retell has two LLM provider. One is GPT, that is OpenAI, and another one is Claude. I haven't used Claude here, but I actually use GPT 4.0, which is by default, and the price is 5 cents per minute. You can be attracted to GPT 4.0 mini, which is quite cheaper, 0.006 per minute. But I can tell you that if I use this one, the agent hallucinates. So I don't go for this one. We can also use GPT 4.0 mini real time, which is not that costly. 0.125 per minute. If you are using it for demo or for real purpose, then you can go for this one. Also, you can use as well GPT 4.0 real time. I haven't used this, but for this tutorial, I will go for the default one, which is GPT 4.0. Next, in the setting, the LLM temperature value, which is it is saying that lower value yields better function call results. So we will keep it lower, the lowest one, which is 0. Structured output, here it is saying that always generate responses that adhere to your JSON schema. I think it is something like the output for the functions. If you give it a proper JSON schema, then the output will be in structured format. For example, name and then say John. I will not go for this. I haven't used it, so I will just keep it as default. Okay, so now it's time to choose the voice. You can see that Retell AI has three provider for voices like Play HD, 11 Lab and OpenAI. Default one is Myra and it's here under the Play HD. You can see it here. Yeah, it's here. And one thing I want to show you, if I want to choose anyone from OpenAI, first I want to show you what is the, see the estimated latency is 950 to 1100 millisecond. Okay. Now say I choose one from under OpenAI, say Shimmer. I use this voice. Now you can see that estimated latency increases. It goes to 950 to 1300 to 1450 milliseconds. So latency actually increases. I will not go for this one. I will just keep the default one, which is Myra. Also, you can go for some voice in 11 labs. I think in that case, the latency doesn't increase that much. It increases if you use OpenAI. Okay, so now we will go for functions. If you have already built an AI agent before, you know what functions are. Functions are basically predefined actions that AI can perform to enhance its capabilities during conversation or interaction. These functions allow the AI to interact with external systems or APIs, retrieve real-time or dynamic data to complete a task beyond basic conversation. Okay, so let's add one. We will go for the first one, which is in call function. You have to provide some description. Description is basically the prompt you provide here. This is optional, but you can provide to make it clear to the AI agent what it needs to do. Okay, so I will go back to my Google Doc, and this is the in call function, and I will just copy it and paste it here. So it's saying that when you use the phrase "have a wonderful day," call the function in call and hang up. Call the function. Yeah, save. But what you actually need to do here is you have to go here in the system prompt. I will actually add it here, like it is number 8, and I will add this rule number 9. So it's like when you use the phrase "have a wonderful day," call the function in call and hang up. Save this one. We also used to write it down, the function or tool in the prompt in WAPI also, right? So you have to just write it down here and then you are good to go. So next one is call transfer. So name is call transfer. Description is when the user is angry or request a human agent, transfer the call to a human. Okay, it's straightforward. Transfer to, you have to provide the number of the human agent. Then there are two types of transfer. One is cold transfer and another one is warm transfer. Cold transfer is basically the call is transferred to the human agent without prior information about the caller. Okay, so AI will not provide any information about the caller. And the warm transfer is call will be transferred to the human agent, and when connected, AI will provide a summary of the call to the human agent. Next one is displayed phone number. It can be Retell agent phone number, or if transfer is phone number. If you choose this one, then the human agent will see the number the user is calling from. That is the caller's number. But we will just keep it as default. Save. And here also I will provide another rule here for this function. As I have said, that you have to add this inside the system prompt. In that way, functions works very well. I will go back to my Google Doc, and here's the transfer call function. I will copy this one and paste it here. Okay, save this one. So we'll go for the next function, and it is check calendar availability at call.com. It is quite straightforward. It will check your availability on your calendar in cal.com, and cal is free like Calendly. You can go for that one and sign in for if you want to use it in Retell AI. Okay, so I'm not going for this one. Next function is book on the calendar. This is also the calendar in cal.com. You can understand that this function will book time on your calendar in cal.com. Next is press digit IVR navigation. Okay, so this is for actually outbound calling AI agents. So it is quite possible that many times when AI agent will do some cold calls, it can encounter some IVR system, that is interactive voice response, I guess so, interactive voice response systems. And it should know how to navigate that IVR system to reach to the right department or person. So as we already know, it needs to enter some digit like 1 or 2, or to give some information like social security number. For example, if we call like a health system, then we need to provide social security number, something like that. Or it needs to leave a message after the beep. So in this case, name is press digit, description is navigate to the human agent of sales department. But I have written some prompt, and I will go back to my Google Doc, and this is IVR system, and I will copy this and paste it here. So it is saying You are going to call a business and they may have an IVR setup. Listen carefully to their setup and press the right digit to navigate to the IVR to reach the support department. Pause detection delay, it's like 1000 milliseconds, and that is okay, and I will save this one. Actually, I will not save this because uh, this is not outbound calling AI agent, this is inbound calling AI agent. This is just to show you how to do this IVR system, like press digit IVR navigation. Okay, so I'm just canceling it. The last one is a custom function. And you can understand that custom function is basically to extend the capabilities of your AI agent to interact with the external system. So you have to provide like name, description, your URL, and some JSON schema. And I'm not going in detail on this in this video. Yeah, that was the last one. So we are finished with our functions. Next is knowledge base. You already know what knowledge base is. Knowledge base is the resource or information that AI agent can access during the call to retrieve relevant information. It actually greatly improves the quality of the response, especially in the cases where there are lots of information and having that information is essential for the AI agent to respond correctly, but you cannot add it in the prompt because it is too long. Then the knowledge base works great. This feature is quite useful in use cases like answering FAQ, help desk, support, etc. So if you click on add a new knowledge base, you come to this page, knowledge base, go ahead and click on this plus. Retell have one more feature, one new feature actually. You can not only provide the knowledge base in the format of PDF or text, but you can also upload URLs of the websites. Retell AI agent will crawl through the website during the call to get the relevant information. So you can see that add web pages, upload files, or add text. Okay. I'm not adding anything here because I don't need it. You can add enter a name for it and then save that. Next, we have speech setting. First, the background noise. I use a coffee shop. Responsiveness. This is actually how deliberate your AI agent is to. This is actually how deliberate your AI agent is to response. So I will make it 0.9 so that it doesn't get triggered to response by the background noise. Next, interruption sensitivity. It's kind of same as responsiveness. It helps the agent differentiate between the intentional speech of the caller, like when the caller is speaking intentionally, and the background noise, which is already there in the background. Okay, so I will keep it as default. Also, I forgot to show you this one, this setting, background sound volume. I will keep it 1, like neither low nor high. Next is enable back channeling. This basically gives the agent the ability to make some small noises like I see, yeah, during the call to improve the engagement. Well, I will turn it on. Back channel words. I will add some words like, I will just copy and paste it here, and then also I will add yeah. Back channel frequency is how often it says that word. Like 1 is whenever possible, 0 is never, and 0.8 is default. So next is boosted words. Boosted words are special words or technical words related to the industry you are creating the AI agent for, which can upgrade the vocabulary of the AI agent. For example, I'm creating this AI agent for beauty salon, so I can give some special words related to this industry. For example, microblading or ozone facial, something like that. So these words will improve or upgrade the vocabulary of that agent. So I can add it like microblading. ozone. Yes. Enable speech normalization. It actually converts numbers, currency, and dates to human like spoken form. For example, if your agent needs to repeat your phone number back to you and your phone number is 12345, so it will say like 123456 instead of 123456. It's something like that. But for the same reason, remember that it will increase some latency also. Okay, so I have turned it on. Okay, so next is disable transcript formatting. Sometimes AI format your phone number in timestamp. So you can turn it on to avoid that, but keep in mind that it may also mean that you have to handle some formatting manually. I'm just leaving it as it is. Next is reminder message frequency. The goal of reminder message is to re-engage the user if they are silent for too long. So your AI agent can say, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you just repeat what you are saying?" Or maybe it can say that, "Are you here with me?" Something like that. Control how often AI will send a reminder message, and send means how often it will say that. So maybe one time in 10 seconds, and that is okay for me. So I will just leave it as default. Next one is pronunciation. This is actually to control how certain words are pronounced. And I guess there are two phonetic alphabets for this. One is IPA and another is CMU. Yeah, you can see that there is IPA and CMU. I will not add anything, and if you want to know more about this, you can just go to Google and you will know in detail. All right. So there we finish our speech setting. Next we have call settings. Voicemail detection. Hang up or leave a voicemail if a voicemail is detected. For example, if I turn it on, you can see that you can either go for hang up if reaching a voicemail, and there is another option which is leave a message if reaching the voicemail. Like message content, you have to add some message content here, okay? But we will not turn it on because this is not an outbound calling agent, this is an inbound calling agent, so this will not encounter any voicemail. Next one is end call on silence. So it's saying that 10 minutes, if there is silence for 10 minutes, then it will end the call, but I will just make it like 30 seconds. Max call duration, it's saying 1 hour, but it's quite costly, and I will just go for max 5 minutes. Oh, yeah, this one. Then pause before speaking. The duration before the assistant starts speaking at the beginning of the call, but here we have designed our agent to initiate the call saying some message. We have just written it here, so I will just go for 0 seconds. So that's it for call setting. Next we have post call analysis. So define the information that you need to extract from the calls. If you need to extract some information from the call, then you will get it here. Click on add and click on text. So you can get the summary of the call. You have to give some prompt for that, and I will just go back to my Google Doc. I will copy this, come back here and paste it here. Okay, and here I will say call summary. Okay, so in the description I have given the prompt like summarize the call in 2 to 3 sentences after the call ends. Then format example, if you want to format the details, you want that, but I don't need it, so I will just leave it alone. Save. Next one is selector. So have the customer type. I will write down customer type, and what type of customer is the user. And choices, you have to add the choices, for example, first time customer or return customer. So I will write first then I will write yeah and save it. Next, Boolean is something like appointment booked, whether the appointment is booked or not. Did the user book an appointment? Yes or no. So that is Boolean. Next one is number. For example, what is the age of the user? So you can just name it user age and give it a prompt. So I'm not going for that one. Next, security setting. Opt out sensitive data storage. Control whether retail should store sensitive data. So if you turn it on, retail will not save any sensitive data in its call log, transcript, or even the call recording link will be deleted after, I guess, 10 minutes or something like that. So there is some timing for that. Okay. For example, there will be some information about the customer, their phone number, their social security number, maybe some bank detail. So all these sensitive data will be deleted actually from your call log or transcript, or even the call recording will be deleted. Call recording link will be deleted if you turn it on. All right, next one is fallback voice ID. We have chosen the voice provider Play HD, and here it is saying that you need to have another backup voice provider. So you can add it here, like 11 Labs Adrian, and use this voice fallback voice. If there is any technical problem and the voice you have chosen is not working, you need to have another voice as fallback voice ID. Next one is webhook settings. One is inbound call webhook URL and another is agent level webhook URL. The first one is actually if you want to personalize the call. For example, if it is a outbound call and you are saying, "Hi John, how are you?" So this John, that first name, that is the personalization. For that dynamic data, you need to have an webhook URL, and you can add this here. Next one is agent level webhook URL, and that is if you want to add an external URL, external webhook, then you have to add that URL here. Okay, so I will not go in detail in this video. I will make another video for this webhook setting and dynamic variables. That's it. We are finishing it here. Okay, so now it is time to add a phone number. So we will go back and click on phone numbers. I have already bought a phone number for this AI agent, but I will show you how to buy this. So go ahead and click on this plus. Either you can buy a phone number from Retell AI, or you can connect your number via SIP trunking. That's like your Twilio number or Vonage number, all those. But we are not going for this one in this tutorial. I will just buy a phone number for this. So I'll click on buy new number, and here you have to provide the area code. If you are not testing but you are doing it for your customers, then they have the area code handy. In that case, you have to provide it here. And if Retell has that area code phone number, then it will provide you that. Otherwise, it is just optional. You just click on save and it works. I mean, it will provide you a phone number. So this is our phone number. This is the ID of the phone number, and we have to add our agent. So click on this and we will add this one, beauty salon AI agent. Okay, we don't need this because that is for outbound one. Advanced add-ons. This is like verified phone number. Set up verification to prevent your phone number from being marked as spam likely. This is $100 per month, and you don't need this. If you want this, you can go for this one. Branded call. Display your verified business name as a caller ID, which is 10 cents per outbound call, and that is for outbound calling agents. So we don't need this. So okay, so we got our phone number. So we will go back to our agent, and you can see that the number I bought is listed under the phone number with our agent name. So we'll click on our agent. So now we are all set. It is time to test. First, you don't need to go for calling the agent. You can just go for test LLM, which is basically a chat. So you can see here it is saying, "Hi, this is Lily, your virtual assistant at Senior Rogan. How can I help you feel beautiful today?" Okay. So I will just say, "Hi, Lily." And you can see that it's giving some reply like, "Hello, how can I assist you today? Are you looking for information about our services, or would you like to book an appointment?" or something like that. So thing is, it is working. Next, we can do a test call. So if I go for test, Okay, so it's giving it is replying, so that means it's working. I'm ending the call. I'm ending this call. So it is actually working. So I ended this call because I want to show you actually how in real time it is working. This is an inbound agent, so I have to call it. So I will just call it. So let's see what happens. This is a beauty salon AI agent, okay?
Lily, your virtual assistant at Cinerogen. How can I assist you today?
Hi Lily, I was thinking to do my haircut and also some facial. Can you help me with that?
Of course. I'd be delighted to help you with a haircut and a facial. For haircuts, we offer a variety of styles and prices start at $40. For facials, we have options like anti-aging, hydrating, and deep cleansing starting at $50. Would you like me to recommend a specific facial, or do you already have one in mind? And when would you like to schedule your appointment?
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe I will go for hydrating facial. And what about Friday afternoon?
Great choice. Hydrating facial is perfect for refreshing and nourishing your skin. Let me check our availability for Friday afternoon. We currently have openings at 2:30 p.m. and 4 p.m. Would either of these times work for you? And would you like to schedule the haircut for the same visit?
Yeah, 4 p.m. will work for me actually. And yeah, I will do the haircut also.
Perfect. Perfect. I've scheduled your hydrating facial and haircut for Friday at 4 p.m. You're all set for a relaxing and refreshing session. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
No, that's it for now. Thank you.
Thank you for choosing Cinerogen. We can't wait to pamper you. Have a wonderful day.
And it ended the call, as you can see. Yes. So that was it for today's video, a tutorial on Retell AI and how to build an AI agent with this Retell AI within just few minutes. Also, in my agency, we help businesses to implement voice AI agents in their workflow. If you want to work with me, you can book a call with me. I will leave a link in the description below. If you like this video and got any value from it, please give it a thumbs up and consider to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. If you have any question or feedback, please feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye.